Welcome to the Trading Raw Stories podcast. I'm Rita, the host with the most inspiring stories that you ever did hear. Back in the day when the day was back, I was known as the juicing queen. I became raw vegan overnight after watching a documentary called Food Matters. Changing what I was putting in and on my body didn't just make me lose weight and have great skin. It gave me mind clarity, more energy, and over time made me so self-aware and intuitive that I vibrate on a higher frequency and level of consciousness that's turned me into a manifesting queen. I've lived like 9 lives and have amazing stories to share that may inspire you to finally leave that toxic guy you're with, quit that miserable job you hate, start that business you've been talking about forever, and at the very least, you'll probably start saying yes more often and eat more vegetables. I'm your tell it like you need to hear it and make you do it, sister from another mister. I've lived quite the life and have stories for days that have inspired women to transform their lives in real big ways. So I created this podcast to share my insane and unbelievable stories with the world to reach whoever needs to hear them. I'll bring on inspiring humans to trade stories with me, and I'll even have some live coaching sessions with listeners calling in. You're here because you were meant to find this podcast, this community, these raw stories. There are no coincidences. Everything happens for you, not to you, and I'm so glad you're here. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Trading Raw Stories podcast. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for taking the time to be here with me. Yesterday was my birthday, November 30th. I had a yacht on Sunday, the 29th, with 11 gorgeous souls that made the experience the highest vibe, the most love, it was just the best experience ever. I wish you could have experienced it with me. That would have been amazing. But so anyway, I am just wrapping up my weekend, my birthday weekend. I took this whole week off of work so I can focus on everything that needs to get done that's been taking a back seat, like, the podcast and writing my book and I just have so much going on, you guys. It's really, really, really overwhelming, but I am making the time to do this. So here I am, showing up for you. So this episode today is going to be a solo one. Yay! I'm going to tell you the story of how I became raw and why and the whole food system thing that pisses me off that I really want to do something about it. So I want to invite you to hear the story and see if there's something that you wish to change or take action on, especially given that the new year is around the corner and you probably ate a ton of food for Thanksgiving and you're like, oh crap, I need to lose some weight. So I have this thing where I actually am able to lose weight without working out. And it's because of what I'm putting in, on, and around my body. It's because of what I think. It's because of how I think about food and losing weight. Your mindset has a lot to do with why you are at the weight that you're at and why you can't lose weight. Like your brain is telling you, it's hard. Losing weight is hard. It's so hard. Why bother? Don't even try. You're just going to gain it back or whatever you're telling yourself. So the story you're telling yourself, the thoughts that you're thinking are really creating your reality. So if you catch yourself thinking, I'm fat, when you look in the mirror, guess what? You're going to see that you're fat. When you are approaching the mirror, you want to have positive thoughts about yourself before you even look at the mirror. Like, even before you get on the scale, think about it. Go, oh my gosh, I'm going to love the number that I see. I feel so light. I feel so skinny, or I feel whatever you want to say, but something positive and something happy and something that's going to create that reality when you look at it. But you can't say one thing and feel or believe another. That's what contradicts everything that you're seeing in your life. That's why you're not manifesting the things that you want, because the things that you want are things you're saying out loud or you're thinking that you want, but what you're feeling, what you're vibrating is a whole nother thing. So the way you manifest is by vibrating the energy of the thing that you want. So that being said, my story goes, in 2010, I was watching a documentary called Food Matters. I was laying on the couch at my mom's house in Chicago, and I felt miserable. I felt so lonely. I felt so sad. I had come to visit from Arizona and nobody was around. I was like, why am I even here? Like, I just should stay back home in Arizona and have Christmas by myself. Like, why am I even here if no one's even around to make time or whatever? And I was laying on the couch and feeling sad and just kind of like blah and fat and lonely and all these things. And I had my PlayStation 3 with me. I put on Netflix, and Netflix was fairly new at this time, I think. And I put on this episode, or it's not an episode, sorry, it's a documentary called Food Matters. And as soon as I started to hear and see the things that they were teaching about the corrupt food system, like, for example, the processed food companies, how they are literally creating chemicals and putting them in foods or food-like products, I should say, it's not even real food. They're putting it in food on purpose to get you sick, to get you addicted, for your taste buds to go crazy and be like, I need that, I want that, give me more of that. That's why you can't just have a couple of chips, you eat the whole damn bag. That's why you can't have one cookie or 2 cookies, you eat the whole damn box, because they have programmed these foods to be addictive. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. They're literally triggering brain chemicals. Like, even casein, the protein in dairy, is said to trigger the same area of the brain that gets triggered when heroin is shot. Like, what? That's why I say, like, watch what you put in and on your body, because the chemicals that you're eating, you have no idea how they're interacting with the chemicals in your body. You're creating chemical reactions through and through, and you have no idea what the hell is happening. Same thing with vaping. You don't know what the hell that's doing to you on the inside. If you could see, you probably would stop. Like, that's the problem, is that the foods that we're eating, they are causing us to get addicted and then to get sick. And then what happens? When we get sick, we become customers for life. They're happy to give you a pill to fix every ill, even though it's not fixing anything. It's just masking the symptoms. Like, you're not supposed to be tired at 2 p.m. You're not. You're supposed to have the highest amount of energy. So here's the thing. When you're eating something that's full of chemicals, it's causing a chemical reaction in your body, period, point blank. That is what's happening. So is it a chemical reaction that's benefiting you? No, it's definitely poisoning you. If it's a chemical shitstorm, some processed food company that they're making it so that it gets you addicted, so that it gets you sick, and then the processed food companies are buddy with the pharmaceutical companies, and so they're, like I said, happy to give you a pill. Oh, guess what? You feel like this? Okay, take this pill. Oh, you feel like that? Take this pill. Oh, you feel like this? Take that pill. No, man. Nourish your body and you won't need any pills. Like, that's really the bottom line. And so when I watched that documentary and I learned that the processed food companies and the pharmaceutical companies and even like hospitals and these foundations that are trying to find a cure for cancer, like, fuck you, you're full of shit. Like, for example, why, if they're trying to find a cure, are they putting recipes on their websites promoting the very products that caused the illness in the first place? Like, even the Susie B. Coleman, whatever it's called, I don't even know what it's called, the pink ribbon thing, like, they're sponsored by Yoplait yogurt. Like, dairy causes cancer and you're promoting, like, you're sponsored by that? What? Like, how does that even work? And then there's the whole food system in schools. This is the thing that pisses me off the most, because I was an elementary school teacher and I remember standing in line with my students and they're grabbing their styrofoam tray and it had a corn dog on it and a fruit cup filled with fake fruit and sugar, and a carton or whatever of milk or chocolate milk, sugar filled, completely, all sugar. And what are they doing? They're poisoning the kids. They're getting them addicted to all of these chemicals and all this garbage at a young age so that they're adults with these addictions, these food addictions, and they become customers for life with illnesses. We've got kids that have got diabetes, like, they're obese, like, what is happening? This is not okay, and it's becoming normal. Think about when you were a kid, when you were in elementary school. How many kids were there that were overweight? Weren't there maybe like 1, maybe 2? Now it's almost every other kid, and it's normal, and it's okay. No, it's not. It's not only affecting their health, but their mind, you don't even know what's happening with their poor brains. And now with the pandemic and this trauma, this generation that's growing up right now, God help us, I have no idea what our future is going to be like and what type of adults they're going to be with these food illnesses, with this mindset. Their brain is not being nourished with the food that they're eating. They're not eating real food. They're eating less and less and less real food. It's convenient, out of convenience. And it's not okay. Like, we have to do something about this. You could take charge. You could take action of your own household. Please let me help you. These companies will not admit that the food that you're putting in your body has a direct connection to the illness that's being manifested in your body. Like, they won't admit it. If you watch this documentary called What the Health, there's this diabetes association guy. I don't know his name, or I don't know the name of the thing, whatever. But he basically will not admit that food has anything to do with causing diabetes. Like, he won't admit it because they can't say that, because then it'll completely unravel everything that they've created. Can you imagine if everyone were eating raw fruits, vegetables, nuts and seeds, green juices and salads, and just flooding their body with nourishing foods? They would not get sick. They would not need any pills, not even headache medicine, okay? And we would all be healthy and happy and vibrating from a positive, beautiful, glorious place of love and high vibrating energy, because we're eating high vibrating foods. Therefore, it raises our vibration. This is why I'm so happy and positive and jumping around and emitting love, emitting energy. Like, people, complete strangers in person, online, they're all writing to me saying, oh my God, I love your vibe. Complete strangers are feeling my vibe, are feeling my energy. And this is fairly new, fairly recent, that I've even upgraded my vibe even more because I left a toxic relationship. So that's why I say what goes in, on, and around your body has the biggest impact on your happiness, on your health and happiness and abundance, on your life in general. Because if you're in a situation, if you're in a toxic situation, whether it's a relationship or a job or something that's bringing your vibe down, that's making you miserable, you're not going to be happy. You're not going to vibrate joy or love. You're not going to wake up out of your bed and be excited about your life, or excited about the day, or feel good, or vibrate anything good, or attract anything good for that matter. That's the problem. We're flooding our body with shit, and we are absorbing more shit on our body because the lotion and the shampoos and everything has chemicals in it too. And if you don't know this, your skin is your largest organ. It absorbs directly into your bloodstream. So whatever you're putting on your body, it's the same as if you're eating it. I mean, why would you put like things that could clean or run an RV or clean a toilet bowl? Why would you eat that? Did you know that that's in your food? For example, those blueberry muffins that you love so much. Those little blueberries are not blueberries after all. They're propylene glycol. And if you do a quick search on what propylene glycol is, you're just going to lose your mind, because it's like, why would you put this in my food? Like, why would you put this in my food? It's sick. It's corrupt. It's so disgusting. This country has everything in place to make money off of us, off of our illness, no less. So that's why when I watched that documentary, it changed my life overnight, because I made the decision that I would no longer poison myself. Because Ann Wigmore says the food you eat can either be the best form of medicine or the slowest form of poison. And it's true. It's so true. I challenge you to eat only fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds for a week. Make a green juice every day and drink water. Just do it for a week and see how amazing you feel. Not only will your body slim down to a beautiful shape or weight, or you'll just lose weight naturally. It'll just fall off of you. It'll melt away. It'll be like, where'd it go? Oh my God, look at my six pack. Wow. And then what else comes as a result? As a byproduct of just putting good things in? You feel good. You feel so good. Ooh, I got chills as I said that. Oh my God. Ooh, you feel good. You feel happy. You vibrate love and joy. and you feel proud of yourself. You feel like you're nourishing yourself. You have inspired thoughts and ideas, and you feel like Superwoman, goddammit. Like, it's amazing. And whenever I slip and I start to eat more processed things and less raw food, raw greens, I notice the difference right away. Right away. And there's been a couple times that I had eggs and I broke out right away, immediately, because my body recognized, it was like, yo, what the fuck is this that you just put inside me? And it reacted. And I was able to see the reaction externally, physically, right? Because my body is not used to it anymore. So think about your body right now. If you've been eating the way you've been eating for so long, it's your body's normal. Now, when you throw a wrench in it and you go, okay, here we go, we're cleaning everything out. And then you do a whole week of just eating what you're supposed to eat, and you see how your body responds and how amazing you feel. And then you go and eat something you're not supposed to, you'll notice what it does, the way it reacts. You'll be like, oh, my body doesn't like that. But right now you can't see it because it's masked. Just like your fatigue when you wake up in the morning, you have a coffee right away because you need it for that energy. But you wouldn't if you ate the way that I'm telling you to eat. And then in the middle of the day, you wouldn't get tired and need a Red Bull. Like, you just wouldn't. You really wouldn't. And we're not meant to eat meat or dairy really, because here's the thing. Meat literally clogs your arteries and causes cardiovascular disease. And that it's been identified as a level 1 carcinogen, which is like tobacco. So why would you put that in your body? For people that are like, oh, I need my meat, there are so many vegan options. Oh my God, especially for cheese lovers. Holy crap. Like, especially today, it's so easy to be vegan because holy crap, the variety of your options of cheese. What? There are so many different cheeses, hard cheeses, soft cheeses. Like, you will not miss it. Once you just allow yourself to explore these different options. Like, I'm a Syrian, and my breakfast ever since I was a kid was always bread and cheese and tea with milk and sugar. So now I found a way to replace that. I've got my different cheeses that are vegan, right? And I make sure everything's organic and non-GMO and all that. And because it like the GMO shit, you need to stay away from that too. Just please look out for everything that's genetically modified. Corn is almost all genetically modified unless it's stated otherwise on the package by the non-GMO project. It says the verified sticker on there. And the thing is with organic and non-organic, you want to get everything organic that you eat the skin of, at the very least. The things you eat the skin of, or that is on the surface, like berries, they're very porous. So all the chemicals and pesticides and shit goes directly inside the pores, and then you're eating literally the chemical shitstorm. And when it comes to animals, what they're eating, you're eating. So if they're eating genetically modified crops, you're eating that too, because it basically gets in their bloodstream, in their flesh, and you're eating that as well. So if you choose to eat animals, I'm not judging you. Please don't be upset with me for sharing this information. I hope it inspires you. I hope it makes you think. I'm not judging you for your choices, and I'm not. Just please don't get mad at me and don't come for me. I love you, and this is all coming from love, and I'm just teaching you what I've learned and sharing with you what I'm passionate about and what I care about and what I hope to help change in this country and not get murdered for it by like Monsanto or something. Because the thing is that for the last decade, I've wanted to share this information. I've been sharing it with people that I come across, and, I've inspired some people to go plant-based, and their lives have changed and all of that, which is beautiful. But that's why I did this podcast, to kind of be able to have a bigger platform, to be able to reach people that I wouldn't cross paths with in my day-to-day. So I'm hoping that you're going to hear this and you'll receive it, and you'll maybe make a change or two, or try it out at least, and just see how you feel. Just see how you feel and go from there. But please do not feel judged. Please do not feel judged. I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to make you feel like shit for your choices. I'm just here to educate and inspire. So where were we? All right. So the processed food companies and the pharmaceutical companies and even the surgeries and the foundations and all of that, they're all buddy-buddy. They're all in on it. They all want us to eat crap, get sick, and then get pills and surgeries and all of that. And that's why the healthcare system, I was saying that if we all got healthy, the whole system would collapse. Everybody would need to retrain. They'd all need a new job. It would just ruin this country, right? That's why. And even think about this, right? Lower socioeconomic status folks, they live in food deserts, basically. They don't have access to organic food. And the way that things are priced, I mean, it's not on accident. It's not a coincidence that the food that's healthier for you, like that grows from the earth, is more expensive than processed food or fast food. Like it's designed that way so that you can afford the garbage that makes you sick and not the things that you need that's healthy. It's disgusting. It pisses me off. And they don't have access. They can't even get to the healthier stuff if they chose to buy it. And they're given food stamps and things like that that are going toward these processed foods because they're living in poverty or in areas that don't have a freaking Whole Foods or a Sprouts or Fairway Market or whatever grocery stores that you have around you. Like Albertsons is now carrying, or Jewel Osco, wherever you are, depends what it's, what it's called, depends on where you live. But they're all carrying more and more organic things. I'm always so surprised when I walk in. I'm like, whoa, like 5 years ago, I wouldn't be able to get this here. It's so great. It makes me happy. But at the same time, people have this notion that organic is more expensive and this and that. Now, while they might be a little more expensive, it's not by much. And the real thing that you need to consider is, do I invest this money in nourishing my body? Do I make what I put in and on my body a priority so that I don't get sick? Because being sick costs more in the end. You know what's crazy is that my mom used to be one of those people, and she started to pay attention to the slight, ever so slight difference in price. And now she's started to opt in for getting the produce and everything that's organic versus not. She's like, oh, it's only 50 cents more. Oh, it's only 75 cents more. Oh, it's only $1 more. That's okay. Like, it's worth it. Why? Because not only are you getting the nutrients from the soil that you don't get from conventional produce because it's raised in soil that's lacking certain nutrients and whatnot, and then it's being sprayed, and it's just a mess. And I was talking about the food, the animals. This is why I was talking about the animals coming full circle, is because what the animals are eating, you're eating too. So if the animals are eating genetically modified grain, you're eating that too. You see what I'm saying? Then there's a whole thing about animals getting, murdered and feeling fear or whatever. That fear, they feel adrenaline rushing through their body, and it gets stored in their blood. It gets stored in their flesh, and then you're eating that too. So that's why it lowers your vibration. That's why it takes so many hours to digest animal meat. And then it's kind of like you become a graveyard, and your body starts to smell a certain way. And this is so interesting because I'm always now, the past several years, I always get compliments on how good I smell and how my body is so soft. I don't even wear lotion ever, and my body is like silky soft, like a baby's butt. And it might have something to do also with the bubble baths that I take with the Epsom salts. I don't know, but I'm telling you guys, it's all connected. The way you think, the way you feel, the way you look, the way you live your life, the vibration you vibrate, the frequency you're on, the people you're attracting in your life, the experiences you're having, it's all connected, and it all starts with food. Trust me on this one. I know from the past 10 years of my life and slipping and deciding, oh, you know what, maybe I'll have some eggs, and the eggs are okay. Oh, you know what, maybe I'll have some seafood. I did seafood for a few months, and I gained weight. I felt tired. I felt miserable. I broke out. I just was not good. And the second I start to eat more fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds, and flood my body with all the good stuff, my life improves every time. So that documentary changed my life. It opened my eyes and made me realize I was being poisoned. And I thought I was being healthy. I was working out every day, actually. I was working out every day. And I was basically eating small portions every 3 hours. Special K cereal had just come out, and I was eating that. And I'd have an oatmeal. I'd have a banana. I'd have half a tuna sandwich on whole grain wheat, and I thought I was healthy, because I was working out and whatnot. But I still didn't feel as good as I feel now. And that's the thing. it all comes down to your energy and your vibration, and the food that you're eating vibrates or doesn't. It's either nourishing you and making you thrive as a human being on earth and connecting you to the energy of everything around you, because everything is energy, or it's disconnecting you. So it's up to you to choose what you put in, on, and around your body, what you're eating, who's around you, what you're hearing, what you're reading, who you're hanging out with, all the things. It all matters. It all matters. So please check out the documentary Food Matters if it's still available on Netflix. I'm not sure. But you can find them on Instagram, FMTV. And what else can I share with you? The book called The China Study talks about how dairy causes cancer. So if you have, or you're interested in reading and researching that, feel free to check that out. The China Study is what it's called. They basically did a research thing, a study on, I'm not sure how many mice, but they basically fed them 20% casein, which is the protein in dairy, and it would turn cancer tumors on. And then they would lower it to 5% and it would turn cancer off. So this whole thing about not having a cure for cancer is bullshit. It's complete bullshit, because food is medicine. Food is medicine, or it's poison. So we already have cancer cells in our body. You're either triggering them, turning them on with the garbage foods that are like dairy and whatever causing cancer, or you're turning them off and you're healing yourself. There's another documentary called The Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. This guy, Joe, he was like, I think 400 pounds, and he did a 60-day juice cleanse. I've done 31 days in 2010, I think it was. And it was the best. I kept going. I was like, oh my God, I don't want to stop. I was saving so much time not having to cook, and I felt amazing. And it was just like, holy crap, everyone was a zombie around me, and I was like floating on a whole nother level. It was insane. So he did 60 days. He lost all that weight. He was on 13 medications. He came off of them. Amazing, amazing. And it's all because of what he was putting in his body. That's it. You have the power. You have the control right now to make the decision. You have to make the decision and stick to it. And just be a woman or a man of your own word and say what you're going to do and do it. That's it. That's all it takes, because it's for you. Do it for you. Do it for your kids. Do it for your family. Do it for your life, the one life you get to live here. You have no idea how good you can feel. Oh my God. Like, if you only knew. So I'm challenging you. Do 1 week. Just 1 week. Don't wait till January 1st. Don't do a stupid New Year's resolution. I've never done a New Year's resolution in my life. In November 2007, I decided I was going to start getting healthy. And that's when I started eating small portions, working out every single day. And I was determined, and I decided I was going to do it. And I didn't want to wait till January 1st to do it. I did it right away. So if you're hearing this right now and the thought crossed your mind that, oh, I'll start January 1st. That'll be my New Year's resolution. I'm going to go plant-based. Fuck that. Do it now. Do it now. I'll help you. Reach out to me, DM me. It's Raw Vegan Rita, and I will help you. Okay? I'm even going to put together, why not? I'll put together like a little digital course or little program or PDF or something. Let me know what you need. I will create it for you. What do you need? Tell me what you need to make this happen so you stick with it. Tell me what you need, and I will create it for you. And then on that note, I'm just going to end this little mini story. Basically, that was it. I watched this documentary, it changed my life. And ever since then, in 2010, I've been vegan. That first year, I was 100% raw. I didn't eat anything processed. I didn't eat anything cooked. I didn't eat any meat or dairy at all. And I did not cheat. Because when I say I'm going to do something, I do it and I stick with it. So that first year, I was 100% committed to being 100% raw. And it was the most amazing year of my life. Like, I cracked myself open. I connected to my intuition. My mind became so clear. It was just creepy. I could like almost read people's thoughts. And now I'm even more enhanced on that. Like, I can feel your energy, feel your vibration, feel what you're thinking, and tell you what you're thinking and feeling, and call you out on stuff that you didn't even think that I captured, like a simple, quick, mini micro expression on your face. And I could tell you what you were thinking. It's insane. So tap into the brain power that you haven't tapped into yet. Tap into your intuition that you haven't tapped into yet. And you can do this by putting nourishing things in your body. Okay? Now, how about some takeaways? Oh, I have a few for you. Number 1, the thoughts you're thinking are creating your reality. They're even making you fat. You can't say one thing and feel or believe another. That's why you're not manifesting the things that you want. Number 2, the chemicals in your body are reacting with the chemicals you're eating. They can be causing you to age, feel tired, have headaches, develop illnesses, and even become depressed. You are what you eat, after all. Number 3, what you put in, on, and around your body is creating your life. Number 4, pills are only masking the symptoms caused by the poison we're eating. Get to the root cause by changing what you eat. The food you're putting in your body has a direct connection to the illness that's manifesting. Number 5, eating high vibrating foods raises your vibration. The food you eat can either be the best form of medicine or the slowest form of poison. Number 6, you hold the power of what your life can be. Make the decision today to claim your power. Well, that's it, my dears. I know there were more takeaways, but I just wanted to give you a few that really stood out to me as I was re-listening to what I recorded for you. I just wanted to invite you really, truly on this 1-week challenge with me. If you are about that life and you want to get healthier and forget the New Year's resolution garbage and do it now, hit me up. Let's get healthy together before the year is even over. Let's start 2021 with a freaking bang and a new you with a high vibrating life. I would love to help you. Reach out to me in my DM. I'll create something for you to make sure that you do this and stay on track and it becomes a way of your life. If you feel called to share this with someone, please do. And if you haven't yet, please leave a review, rate and review this podcast. It helps so much. Thank you so much. And join the Facebook group and follow me on Instagram. Let's connect. I love you so much. I hope you have a great week. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.